Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, I wanted to do a response, all right, to the video that was done here by the elder apostle Gabar. Okay, titled Kevin Samuels displays his ignorance concerning the origin of marriage. Okay, and basically goes in, all right, edifying video. Definitely watch it and be edified. And there's a clip here, all right, where you have Kevin Samuel saying, well, it's actually quoted here: God did not create marriage. Marriage is a natural choice, not a spiritual choice, he said. Okay, which is absolutely incorrect. Okay, as the apostle, reiterates throughout the video. Okay, and he brought out, some very good precepts, basically proving and backing up the point that what Kevin Samuel says is incorrect. Okay, and as he was bringing out those precepts, one came to mind, which, as you can see, I have only one precept here because I just want to hit that point. All right, sort of like a little add-on, and that's in the book of Tobit. Okay, where there's a clear, straight, direct cut to this statement right here, because in fact, the Most High is the author. All right, and the one who decides and determines who gets with who, all right, and how it happens. Okay, it's not a natural choice. It is a spiritual choice, and we're gonna read that. Okay, which I left that in here. I actually put the precept down in here. All right, but we're gonna read it. All right, it's Tobit, the 3rd chapter, and just to get the background of it, it's only about 17 verses. So we'll start at the first verse, and this is I believe this is Tobit speaking. Okay, and it says, "Then I being grieved." So Tobit, being a righteous man of the Lord, at this point I believe he was burying, because at this point they should have been in the land of Media or around that area, okay, where the Assyrians were in rulership. Okay, and so what they would do is they would, we were in captivity under them. So you had a lot of Jakes that were being put to death, for simple things, and their dead bodies would just be laying there. So Tobit was burying those bodies, and he looked up, and there was a sparrow that basically released warm dung, all right, into his eyeballs, and he basically went blind off of that. Okay, so this is what takes place after that, and it says, "Then I being grieved." Now you may say, well, how does this relate to marriage? Well, we're gonna get there. It says, "Then I being grieved did weep, and in my sorrow prayed, saying, O Lord, thou art just, and all thy works and all thy ways are mercy and true, and thou judgest truly and justly forever. Remember me and look on me, punish me not for my sins and ignorances, and the sins of my fathers who have sinned before thee." It says, "For they obeyed not thy commandments, wherefore thou hast delivered us for a spoil, and unto captivity, and unto death, and for a proverb of reproach to all the nations among whom we are dispersed." And then he basically goes on and goes on, and just gonna, there we go. So this is Tobit's prayer. And after he's done praying, verse 7, it says, "It came to pass the same day that in Ecbatane, a city of Media, Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, was also reproached by her father's maids, because that she had been married to 7 husbands, whom Asmodeus the evil spirit had killed before they had lain with her." So the marriage wasn't consummated because ceremonially, right? She was given in marriage, right? They agreed, her parents agreed and said, okay, hey, you can marry this man, or this man can marry you. But before the men were able to lay down with her and have a real marriage, they got put to death. So technically, they were husbands in name, but not actual husbands, because none of them actually popped, right? None of them actually, broke that. Okay, so like it says, before they had lain with her, meaning that she was basically still good. She was untouched. It says, "Dost thou not know," said they, "that thou hast strangled thine husbands? Thou hast had already 7 husbands. Neither was thou named after any of them." You see, because none of them popped. All right. So usually, what they would do is they would go into the bedchamber, and they would do what husbands and wives do, and then if she's a virgin, she would normally bleed, and the sheets would have that blood on it. So the next day the maids would come and check, and find out, okay, well, what did you guys do what you had to do? All right, and they would be able to tell, oh, all right, she's been popped, she's been good, she's been protruded. All right, so she's good. But that never happened. These husbands died, so she wasn't named after any of them. Okay, and yes, it was an evil spirit. Now, remember, evil, both, well, let's go to it real quick. Okay, both good and evil, as the apostle brought out. What's that, Isaiah 45 and 7? All right, this is Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light, and this is the Most High speaking. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So that evil spirit, Asmodeus, that was sent to kill all those men before they laid with her, guess what? That was sent by the Heavenly Father. Okay? So they agreed to marry, but the Most High was like, no, 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 wait, no, that's not what we're doing. The Most High wasn't with it. You want to talk about divorces? Well, the marriage didn't even get become official. All right, but of course, they made fun of her, saying that she had strangled her husbands, or she had killed them, whatnot. All right, it says, verse 9, "Wherefore dost thou beat us for them? If they be dead, go thy ways after them. Let us never see of thee either son or daughter." All right, which basically was like they were talking shit to her. All right, if they be dead, go thy ways after them, and that made her, as we're about to read, want to do that. She wanted to go to the grave as well, because in the ancient world, having children and a family, and that was a beautiful thing, and it was a shame not to be able to have children, or to be divorced, or to not have a husband. So she was very Sarah was very hurt by this. All right, verse 10. "When she heard these things, she was very sorrowful, so that she thought to have strangled herself." See? And she said, I am the only daughter of my father, and if I do this, it shall be a reproach unto him, and I shall bring his old age with sorrow onto the grave. Then she prayed. All right, here we go. She prayed toward the window and said, "Blessed art thou, O Lord, my power, and thine holy and glorious name is blessed and honorable forever. Let all thy works praise thee forever. And now, O Lord, I set mine eyes and my face toward thee, and say, Take me out of the earth, that I may hear no more the reproach." So she wanted to go out. She wanted to go back to the spirit world. It says, "Thou knowest, Lord, that I am pure from all sin with man." Right? So she wasn't committing adultery, she wasn't she wasn't a fast woman. All right, as they would say. Verse 15, "And that I never polluted my name, nor the name of my father in the land of my captivity. I am the only daughter of my father, neither hath he any child to be his heir, neither any near kinsman, nor any son of his alive, to whom I may keep myself for a wife. My 7 husbands are already dead, and why should I live? But if it please thee not that I should die," if you don't want me to die, "command some regard to be had of me, and pity taken of me, that I hear no more reproach." So basically, give me a husband that won't die before he pops. All right. Verse 16. So the prayers of them both Tobit and Sarah, they were both praying, were heard before the majesty of the great power. And what happened when they prayed? Verse 17. And Raphael, Allah, he's one of the archangels. Raphael was sent. Who sent him? The Most High. To heal them both. Now, how is he going to heal or solve a problem where a woman's husband keeps dying before they can fully get married. But let's see. It says to heal them both, that is, to scale away the whiteness of Tobit's eyes, because remember, he went blind because of that sparrow's dung that it released into his eyes. Okay? So he was to go and scale away the whiteness of Tobit's eyes, to give him his sight back, and to give Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, for a wife to Tobias, the son of Tobit. Hold up, wait, time out. Wait a minute. God did not create marriage. All right? Marriage is a natural choice, not a spiritual choice. Well, let's go back and hear what the scriptures say. It says, and to give, and this was an angel that was sent to give Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, for a wife. When a woman is given for a wife, what does that mean? She's going to be married. And it says, to Tobias, the son of Tobit, and to bind Asmodeus, the evil spirit, so that he wouldn't kill any more of her husbands. But why? Because she belonged to Tobias by right of inheritance. Okay? The self-same time came Tobit home and entered into his house, and Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, came down from her upper chamber. So in essence, the Most High had it to where no man was able to lay down with Sarah to let's actually look up that word. Let's see if they give us some synonyms. Consummate. It says make a marriage or relationship complete by having sexual intercourse. Okay? So no man was able to complete the marriage with her, right? Because the Most High had already set it up that she wasn't going to marry any of those men. She was going to have to marry Tobias, the son of Tobit. So the Most High set up that marriage. That's why he had that evil spirit continue to kill all those men before they could consummate the marriage. But then when Tobias came in the picture, when you actually read the rest of the book, the angel actually goes with Tobias. All right, the Lord sets it up, and he ends up over there at Raguel's house, and he ends up marrying Sarah. Okay, she becomes his wife, and that evil spirit is sent away. So would you not say the Most High set that up? God did not create marriage. So what's this about? Marriage is a natural choice. Well, guess what? Those 7 husbands, they tried a natural choice, and what happened to them? They got taken out by that evil spirit. That evil spirit. So that was actually a spiritual choice. All right. And as we can see, the only way the marriage happened was because it was spiritual, because the Lord sent an archangel to go and make sure that marriage happened. But it was for the right man and the right woman. Okay? So there's a perfect example for you, all right, as to how the Most High does and did create marriage. What do you think he meant when he said be fruitful and multiply? Okay? So he did create marriage, all right, and he does decide who you get with and who you don't get with. Okay? That's just the way it is. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's the point I wanted to make. All right, Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.